Hello everyone, it's Tony, and today I'm not going to log in into After Conquest because I'm going to talk about the news of the game. So basically, next week we will have the new castle that will come out. So instead of being 65, the max castle will now be 70. In addition to that, there will be new research chairs. So for mage necromancer 24, they will still be uh, 0 to 80 research, so they will be same time and same price as tier 16 to 22. They aren't honestly very great, as usually the stats are giving very low improvements. And so this is tier 23, which isn't gonna matter much, and is I wouldn't recommend you to rush it except if you have enough to like rush anything. Then you have tier 24 that give accuracy and increasing the magic damage enemies take. So this one is pretty good, but to be fair, the percentage are rather low. 20% to decrease 8%. So not sure if it's gonna help you much, but this is probably one of the best tier 24. Then you have Mechanist and Rogue. Once again, tier 23 isn't very important. And tier 24 reduce the enemy's physical and magic resistance. So I think this one is better because, like for example, Nora, she does a lot of attacks, so every third attack it will apply 20% reduction. So I think this one should be better than the mage one. Okay, so this is it for this ones. Now the sage and generals. So for sage and generals, those buffs, I don't know how to call it, but like the small buffs, I consider them better because, like, in my opinion, the buffs that happens during a fight are kind of true stats. Meanwhile, like, if it was before the fight, you will barely see an increase in from any research stats. So yeah, this can be a bit decent, but nothing really crazy. This increased every chance, and the final effect, which is the important part, just increasing damage by 12% for all your troops, which honestly isn't that much. But I mean, troops are already very strong, so it will make them even better. So sounds fair. And now you have Gladiator and Paladins. Once again, tier 23 is we don't really care about it. And for tier 24, Heroes Elves first drop below 70, they gain a shield. So this one also isn't very important. Like for example, I would rather have tier 18, 20 or 22 than this one. So yeah, they didn't do research to help a lot our heroes, sadly. Then you have troop research, also, which are basically the same for every race. So for example, this is stalkers, like skeletons, and it will be about the same thing for swords, samurais, miners, other things like that. Okay. So for the small units, stat buffs that we don't care about, and another stat buff that we don't really care about. Crit resistance, a bit of crit resistance, I mean it's decent but nothing crazy. And here, reducing damage taken by 10%, okay, that's cool, but like 10% isn't that much, but it's gonna definitely help a bit. Portable is same, we don't really care. And here, so yeah, increasing damage a bit. So they will be like 15%, maybe 20% stronger with all the small buffs if you do everything, but I mean, I don't feel like the research are very good, honestly. And Castle Research at 55 million core, you will unlock a new tier for wall health, which might help you get max walls at like maybe 30 billion. I don't know. So yeah, this is it. And so as you can see on the Academy at Castle 66 and 69, you will have all this anyway on Tuesday. And another thing is the VIP shop is updated, so the 4 chests that we get daily are updated. New materials added, like Snowlight Gem, chisels, Sacred Dew, and I think some materials are upgraded, like Beast Powder, but not sure. Also, they added Dragon Fire Fruit for very big whales, so we don't really care about this. And I saw that they added Dew, which can be a good value actually. And finally, there is a new spell that will come out, but it is crit damage, so it's kind of the worst stills, so I don't think we will care about them, sadly. And if you want a quick overview on the new Void troop, Void equipment, honestly this is not the most important part for me, but like there's this one that is good, reduces physical resistance from enemy. Sorry, so and then there is this for rogues, which is decent. Uh, okay, so I got lost. Okay, so you have this one that will be good too for like dealing more damage to small units. Basically, you have one good item every 10 mirror level, and this is gonna be good for your dragon too. And I think this should be about all. Also, about the news, I would like to remind you that we are going to have a carrot shop, which is the anniversary event. So the Art of Conquest anniversary is the 17th of October, and usually it starts a bit before this day. Also, since we are the 5th of September, we will end on the 11th of 12 or 12, not sure. So it won't start before this, and it will probably take a few days. So maybe it will start between like 14 and 14th or 16th of September, I guess. And I will do a video about the carrot shop when it will come out. And this should be about all. Thanks for listening, and I hope the new update will be interesting. Bye.